it's Allie J. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a get healthy with me kind of day in the life. So this part, it's Sunday, and we went and did a Costco small haul, which is still ends up being a little bit, but wanted to share a little bit of that with you and just how we kind of prep to get ourselves ready for the week ahead. Usually, I've said this in a previous video, we do grocery shopping Thursday and then I prep everything, prep our produce and protein balls and whatever it is we're gonna have that week on Friday. We were on spring break last week, got home yesterday, so we're a little bit behind. But I wanna say to springtime, it just, I don't know about you, but for me, it just feels like this refresh and like, okay, let's go and get healthy and strong and make better choices, and having the windows open and the weather being nicer. And today it has been rainy, but I do love a spring rainy day is also nice, and just the freshness of everything happening and things are blooming. And so it just seems like a great time to really focus in on your health and wellness. And so that's what we're trying to do this coming week. So here we go. So we have, this is a new coffee we're gonna try. We used to have a coffee subscription from Onyx, and it was amazing, but it can be pricey. So we are trying this. We saw this at Costco and it looked amazing. So we'll see how that goes. We have apples. A great snack, having apple slices and peanut butter is great. This is actually wild rice that I got from Amazon, but trying to do some wild rice with mushrooms. So another thing I was looking at is just the benefits of Asian mushrooms. So these are shiitake. They're freeze dried. So you just put them in hot water and they kind of come back to life. So we're gonna try that this week and I'm very excited about it. We have our oats, of course, for our entire family loves the peanut butter protein balls, which I will link below. So have a huge bag of that. The maple syrup is also, that goes with the protein balls, and have plain Greek yogurt that we got. So just to bring a little more flavoring to that. We have chomps. I will say Costco, this is a pack of 12 chomps. They have the greatest price that I have found. We've tried Walmart, tried Amazon. I've looked at Thrive Market, but nothing is compared to the chomps at Costco. So that is awesome. The kids love dried mango. This would be gone in a day if we didn't try and, make them stop with that. They love these dried mangoes. So have those for them. The Kirkland organic peanut butter is also amazing. It just has 2 ingredients, the dry roasted organic peanuts and salt. So great quality and a great price for those. Walnuts, again, they have, I was just reading, these have 5 grams of protein in a 1/4 cup and just have a ton of benefits for you and heart health and all the things. So going to have some snacks and put it in with yogurts and just try a couple different ideas this week and using those walnuts. So now I'm going to kind of get those things put away and take some of these out. We have our glass jars and get everything organized here. Okay, so now I have all the dry food that goes in the pantry and coffee, all of that put away, and now I'm going to get to doing our produce, prepping all of that. So I use Branch Basics for pretty much everything, and I have already cleaned the sink. I am not exact, but just a little bit for a vegetable wash, a little bit of that. And then I have these, which I actually saw from Beauty and the Beastons, Tiffany Beaston, her blog. She had these and I thought they were brilliant because they can just fit whatever size sink you have. You can make them bigger or smaller. So have those to drain, and I put all the produce in this side of the sink, let it sit for 30 seconds at least, and then have it over here. And then I set out these towels to dry because it is super important to make sure before you are putting any of your produce in glass containers, you just want to make sure everything's dry so it doesn't mold, get mushy, or anything gross. So there we go. This week, every week's kind of different, though every week pretty much we have grapes and strawberries and blueberries. Those are kind of standards for us. This week we have celery. My daughter Austin, for her lunches, she wanted celery with ranch dressing. So we have celery, and I've talked about this also before. Celery and carrots in particular, again, I'm sure there's more, but those two in particular, rinse them, and then when you put them in the glass jar, you fill the glass jar up with water, and it helps keep them crunchy and fresher for longer. So those are the only veggies or fruits that we do not follow the try and get them as dry as possible. Otherwise, we try to. Sometimes too, with blueberries, I will keep them in this container because that's a lot of blueberries floating around in there. So I'll just submerge this entire container. Makes it a little bit easier. Grapes, I will leave them on here if they are. Some come off, so I'll just throw those in. And then when I pull those out, that's when I take them off of the vine. So then just lay them out and try and get them as dry. Obviously you're not going to get them completely dry, but the best that you can is good. And we have never, since we've been doing this, we have not had an issue with things molding or anything. They've lasted a really long time and they stay really fresh. So I think it's worth the time that you put into prepping them. I know lots of people say this, but I wish there was another way. You know, all produce at the store, it comes in plastic containers. So we go through so much because we do go through a lot of produce, and I wish there was another way. I just don't know a way around that. Do peppers My son will eat, I mean, it's all he would eat, peppers and cucumbers and carrots. He would eat every day, all day long, which is great, especially since he has global apraxia. And I think it's so good, just the vitamins and things that he gets from that. So we've always been so thankful, like, oh, out of all the kids, so glad that he has that. Now, not saying he doesn't love chicken nuggets and French fries, because he does. But when we are at home, he loves eating veggies. And that's been really good for quite a few things. His love of vegetables. Fruits, obviously. Fruit is also great. But one issue that he has had is just difficulty, like, going to the dentist. And if it's fear, it's probably he's scared, but it's been very difficult. And he hasn't, this past, I'm trying to think, it was October, I think, was the first time they let him do any kind of x-ray or anything. And they didn't get a ton of all the x-rays they needed, but they got a little bit. Usually he won't even like open his mouth, and he screams and screams, and it's a really hard experience. Point of this vegetable story is the dentist had said, like, he has such beautiful teeth, and like, what does he drink a lot of juice? I'm like, no, he drinks water and he eats a ton of vegetables, and that has been so helpful. We didn't even like put those things together, but like, oh, thank you. So little things that help just keep his teeth healthier, because that is something that's difficult for him to go and be at the dentist. And we haven't, the option that we've been discussing is, well, we'll put him out so that they can get all of the x-rays that they need, check everything, make sure everything's good. And it's been something we obviously don't want to have happen. So he's getting better though. So I think we'll see. We go back in May and we'll see how it goes. But he loves his veggies, great for his teeth, and so we're thrilled about that. So I always wash these whole, and then I'll cut these up and put them in the jars. Oh, hello. What are you doing?
Just out here. So what are you doing right now?
I'm getting all the fruit ready.
But how many fruit is here right now?
You tell me how many are here.
Let me count all of them. How many blueberries are there?
Oh, that's a lot.
So, alright, one for you,
Thank you.
and all and rest of them.
You're gonna have all those? Oh. Well, here, I'm washing them. Can we keep them here?
And for sometimes we should maybe set up the roof.
Maybe. That's a good idea. Okay, so with each of these, get your jar, and then I take a paper towel and I'll just fold it up to put in the bottom. Don't touch, your hands are yucky.
Mom, stop.
You want to wash them? And then with strawberries, I usually cut them up. You don't have to, but it's just one extra step that makes it even more easy for the kids and adults alike to grab and go snacks. So I usually cut them into quarters. And okay, so prepped and ready, beautiful, ready for the week. And couldn't be easier. It's nice too. I feel like sometimes it's just when you're doing kind of mindless things like this and me prepping and things, it gives you a chance to kind of relax. I don't know. It brings me a little bit of peace and like, oh, it's just nice because I'm not really thinking about it. I'm just cutting produce. So thinking through whatever happened throughout the week before, thinking through what is coming, and really nice just listening. Like I love when having the windows open and outside in our backyard. So we were in a neighborhood, but our house backs to some like older kind of, they're not farmhouses, that's not right, but they're houses that have, each of them has like an acre. So it's kind of wooded, and one of the families right behind us has a bunch of chickens and ducks. At one point they had goats, which that was wild. Just looking back and seeing goats in your backyard when you live in suburbia. But I love it so much. It's so peaceful. They have a rooster that doesn't quite know what it's supposed to do. He crows a lot, cock-a-doodle-doo all day. And I find it lovely and relaxing, and I love just doing things or doing school with the kids, and you just hear the rooster going. I don't know why it makes me laugh too when I just look at him out there. I'm like, it's 2 p.m. What are you doing right now? I love it. So it's just a piece of the country in the middle of suburbia here. So that's nice. Perfect fit. All right. You probably can't hear that, but the rooster is out there. What time is it? 4:39, and the rooster is going. All right, just about done with these peppers. And then I have the celery in here. Celery is, I wish you could hear this. I don't know why it makes me laugh, but it does. Celery can just be so icky. So I give that a little time and a little scraping around in there. So, all right, peppers prepped and ready. Then once these are all prepped, then I go and work on protein balls, which I think my daughter Ireland is going to come and help with that. She's never done it before. So, like I said earlier with the celery, carrots, it is much easier because you don't have to put anything. You don't need to put a paper towel in, don't need to dry them. You can just chop and go. So, I don't know. I think we'll do them like that today. Getting there. Let's see, I feel like this will be close. These might go up top. Two. There we go. Okay, and then fill this up with water. And I promise they will be so crispy and great all week. Beautiful. All right, and then our last thing here is the grapes. Okay, so we'll get all these put away and then get everything out for the protein peanut butter balls. Okay, so we are back to do the protein balls. I say we, you didn't do the produce, but I did the produce, have all that in the fridge, cleaned up, and now we have all of our stuff out for protein balls. These, I'm going to put a link in the description. Couldn't be easier. So it's just oats, peanut butter, maple syrup. We use some protein powder and some chocolate chips, but you could put in raisins or M&Ms or whatever your taste buds or your diet is wanting. You can put in whatever add-ins you want. But the base of it is the oats, peanut butter, maple syrup, and protein powder. So this is Ireland, and she's going to be the sous chef for the day.
Yeah.
This is her first time. She's never made them before, which I don't know how that's possible. One of them has. Dakota. All right. So we're going to do 2 cups.
So just 2 times.
Yep. That 2 times.
I'm scared.
I'm scared. Good.
I'm a professional cook.
Pro.
Pour it in there.
Yep. I'm going to get this. So 2 cups of oats, 2 cups of peanut butter.
There we go.
Oh my. What in the world?
Ew. I don't like the smell of this stuff.
Oats?
Yeah, oats. I don't like it.
Okay. You know it's good peanut butter when the oil is at the top, separated from the bottom. And it's easier to spoon out. So, getting just 1 or 2 ingredient peanut butter with just the peanuts and salt is the way to go for a million reasons. All right, I'm going to dump this in.
Oh, that makes it easier to pour.
It does.
That makes sense.
Oh,
Whoa, that was a whole thing of peanut butter.
it's close. Oh, it's almost.
Got some peanut butter in the bowl.
Okay, all right. Go on.
Okay.
All right, then you can use this and scrape off the sides.
Okay. Well, I need to switch hands. Oh, never mind.
And put this away. Okay, this out. This is our protein powder. We use Equip protein powder. There's just so many like additives and different chemicals and things that they put in a lot of protein powders, so I would just be cautious of what protein powder you're getting and really look at the ingredients and see. Ooh, got it.
It smells silly.
It's vanilla. We use vanilla in this. But again, you could use whatever. If you prefer a chocolate, you can use a chocolate. Oh. Yeah, whatever. Whatever you like. So that was a half cup of that.
How much maple syrup?
2 cups. We might put more oats. So I kind of just play it. I look at it and sometimes I'm like, oh, it's a little too runny. So I'll add more oats to it, which is fine. Ooh. Half cup of maple syrup. This one we just got today. So another one to open.
How much do you need of it?
We're going to do a half cup. So let's use this because the peanut butter has that one all
Peanut butter
gross.
in it.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, I'm scared. Oh, it just comes out like that. Dump it.
Ah, dumper.
Yay!
Very nice. Okay, now you can start stirring. Why don't you just set that in the sink? Start stirring and we'll see. Oh. Then we have, this is our, we always put them in this big jar because we make so many at a time. I think it's Anchor. I'll link this in the description to you and then put it in the fridge and it's
Got peanut butter.
good to go.
Okay. We stirred. It's stirred.
Okay, I'm gonna throw these in. You gotta mix them all up so it's not like just one part has all the chocolate chips.
Oh, little chocolate chip.
All right, that looks good. Okay, so now I find it easiest just to use your hands. It can get a little messy, but I think it's easier using your hands than sometimes at the beginning when I was first making these, I would use like a cookie scoop, but I thought it took longer and it was more work than it was worth. So, okay.
Can help.
Yeah. So you're gonna make little balls. So pick up
Oh,
some
it feels weird.
and try not to put your hands all over it. Just kind of like about that size, and then drop them in.
Did I do it?
Looks good.
Drop. That one was kind of small.
That's okay. Sometimes you just want a little baby one.
Oh, baby. Little Demi birthday cake.
What is that from?
I don't even.
You guys started saying that when you were little. I don't remember.
Little Demi birthday cake.
And they will harden up too as they sit in the fridge. So don't be concerned if because right now like they're sticky, a little sticky, but they're not horrible. And you're able to shape it and then put it in. So, but it will get harder and easier once it's in there a couple hours and they're chilled. They're easy just to pull out one at a time and eat without this mess all over.
Okay. Just form a ball. Some of them get a little weird shape sometimes. It's fine. It's what happens.
Okay, so we got it, right?
Yep.
So here are peanut butter protein balls for the week. Now we are prepped. We have these so the kids can just run in and grab them. I think some of them have them for lunches. You do?
Yeah. We all.
They all do. So we have that. We prepped all the produce for the week, so we are in a good spot to wake up Monday, have our school time, all this stuff, and just the freedom that is of like, oh, okay, that stuff's done, and it's easy just to grab some food or grab a snack throughout the day, right?
Yeah.
Nice job.